Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a great day. It is obviously, as you can see, a bright sunny day here. It's like 71, which is awesome, but it's supposed to get down to like 42 on Monday. But anyways, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing amazing. Man, we're kicking it into gear with this lawn care season, but I actually want to talk about my last video. So in that video, it was just starting the lawn care season. I don't have any work, and I was trying to figure out my debt because I had to buy a new mower, and then also, like, I'm not getting paid right now, but I was like really stressed out about debt because I didn't know how many clients I would have, and I was really stuck in the mindset of like how I was in the winter time, where like I get paid $20 an hour to work, and since I'm not working, I'm not getting paid. But after I texted all my customers, or my clients, I like to say, I texted all of them to see who would like me to mow for them this year again. And then also, so here, let me slow down a little bit. So I texted all of them. I added up all the math, and just for weekly mowing, I'm going to be covering the cost of all the debt I've taken on, so I'll be able to pay that off within the first month. And then also they all wanted me to do quotes for mulch, so I'll get even a little extra, which will be nice. But I've continued to spend money through my business. I'm expecting to have like $5,000 in debt this first month because there's so much stuff I have to buy. I'm trying to get my marketing out there, trying to get some yard signs, new t-shirts, everything like that. Just getting ready for the season. But I've done all the math, and I've figured that I can pay it all off within the first month, if not the first 2 months. So, and I think that is actually a big reason why I got kind of screwed over in the winter time, is because I was taking, like, lawn care money is different than working at a restaurant as a server, because I price my jobs like I have employees, so I'm getting paid probably like $60 an hour. And last year I was just taking personal and business combined, so I would take all the money and then I'd pay whatever needed paid through the business. This year I'm doing it a little different. I'm separating it, so my business will be getting all the money, and then I'm going to be taking a wage of like $20 an hour. So that'll be completely different this year, and I'm very excited for this year. I mean, there's so much I could talk about, but I wanted to get that out of the way. It was such a stressful video, the last one I did, because there's so much in the air, and I didn't know how many clients I would have, but figured that out. Definitely less stressed than I was, but I will say having that stress was good for me because it kind of kicked me into gear. Like, I had like $2,000, $3,000 in debt because I just bought the mower, and I got to pay that off. So it pushed me to go door to door. It pushed me to figure things out. So in a way, the debt was really good for me because it opened my eyes up to how much work I needed to be done, get done. Which was nice, but it was very stressful at the time. So yeah, we got it figured out. I'm super excited. I have been still racking up the bill on my credit card, but I'll be able to pay it off within the first month or two. So that's, just wanted to get that out of the way. We're in a better place now. Man, there's so much I could talk about. Basically, another topic I wanted to talk about was my crypto, because that was one of my last videos as well. And I've been thinking about it a lot, and man, I was like thinking of numbers that it could get to, and say it gets to $100,000, my crypto portfolio, from $10,000, which would be absolutely insane, just mind-blowing. That would be crazy. And honestly, I don't really see that affecting me at all. I could get $100,000, but there's not much that it would impact my life. Maybe that's just me now because I've never had that much money, so I can't really comprehend it, but it just seems like such a small number in my head. And that's why I'm not too worried about my crypto portfolio either. I've honestly just disassociated with it. I'm expecting to pay that $10,000 out of pocket at the end of the two years, and I don't really care how much that goes up or down, because it just is it's a fun game for me, and I've kind of realized that, like, how do I say this? I'm like a cowboy at heart. So if everything went to zero for me, I feel like I could just pick up and go out west somewhere and just be a cowboy. And that's like, I'm totally okay with that. I could live paycheck to paycheck as long as I'm a cowboy doing cowboy things. But it is fun to have a number set in my head, especially for my business to work towards, to try and grow. And that's why I really use the $1 million mark, is because that's my set point. I know it's really far away. And maybe that's a part of why I don't think like 100,000 would be too much, like that much for me, because from there I'd have to like 10x again, which would be insane. So that's just a little bit about what I've been thinking about. I don't know. Those didn't really come out the way I've been thinking about them in my head for the last 2 weeks or whatever, the last week or so. But I thought I'd share with you all, give a little insight. I still get a little caught up in my mind when I'm making these videos, and I don't know why that is. I just can't articulate things, and that's why I'm doing this, is to get better at it. I keep saying you're going to see more videos of me here, and hopefully that's true, but I've just had so much to do on my plate. So much on my plate, and that is a big excuse, because I've definitely had time to film videos, and I've definitely had topics to talk about. But here I am, I'm making a video today, and hopefully I'll start releasing at least 2 videos a week. That being said, this was the first, today was the first project I had for my lawn care season. I took out some taxus bushes, about 6 of them. It took me 3 hours, and it was a great start to the year, because it kicked my butt, dude. I ran like 5 miles yesterday, and I have a story about that. But I ran 5 miles yesterday, so I was already out of energy. And then I went and did those taxus bushes by hand, like de-rooting them too with a spud bar and a shovel. I actually broke my shovel in the process of doing it. But man, am I wiped out. You can't see here, I don't think, but I have all the leftover limbs there. That being said, I think I didn't want to talk about this, but I'm going to. I think my content here is going to start being a lot more focused around lawn care and landscaping, because that's my business that I'm trying to grow, and that's what I know best right now. Obviously, I'm going to be sharing things that I've been thinking about, like how I've got really soft over the winter, and I'm glad that today kicked my butt, because it shows how much how much energy I need to have for this year. But I think there's going to be a lot of lawn care content, because that's what I know, live and breathe right now. And eventually, here, let me talk about this. Okay, so when it comes to lawn care and landscaping, there's 2 ways you can go about it. And obviously, it's not like a one or the other. It's like a scale. So I think that many people go into lawn care and landscaping, and they can do it and be a one-time employee. Like, you could have this kind of job mentality where it's like, I go out, I do the jobs, and I get paid better than I would doing something else, and it's doing something I love. And that is kind of what brought me into lawn care and landscaping. But then there's also this other one where it's more business mindset, where it's like, you get in, you start doing lawn care, but you ultimately want to grow your business, grow and scale to however far you can take it. And that's more of where I'm at. I got started in lawn care and landscaping because it was a better job than the one I had. But I ultimately want to grow and scale it into something as big as I can. And that's more of where I'm at. So I will be sharing as much business stuff as I can, but I definitely got into lawn care and landscaping as a job, but now I've kind of transitioned into more business where I can hire on employees, they can work for me, and then I can buy another company and work on that. And then ultimately, I don't know if I'll stay in lawn care and landscaping, we'll see, but ultimately I want to grow and do like acquisitions and stuff like that. So that's a little bit about me. I don't want to drag on too long here. But I definitely have a lot more stuff I want to talk about. So let's leave it here because I don't want to drag on too long, but I'm going to plan to record one more time this week, and I'm excited. I just have so much to talk about. But I'll leave it there. So I appreciate you guys, and I will see you in the next video.